Don't worry, everyone. I am a trained professional. Oh, no, just a sec here. No, I am an untrained amateur. That's what I am. Well,
what is in the box today, Dog Walker Dave? Pulsar Trail. I know they're not new, brand new to me. We're looking at a 32.6. I don't know why they did that specifically. 32.6 in the heel, 26.6 stack height in the forefoot for a 6mm drop. Energy blade, basically a piece of plastic through there to help with toe off. And 3.5mm of Salomon's Conta Grip goodness. Ah, the new smell. Chemicals. First thought on the shoe, feels very similar to the Ultra Glide and a little bit of the Sense Ride, but I'm telling you right now, this is one thing that really irritated me with the Ultra Glide, and I would imagine many people felt the same thing, and I'm seeing it on the Pulsar trail as well. Salomon, what the actual hell are you doing with your lace pocket here? Tucked way under, right here. Oh my God. Their lace garage or whatever the hell you want to call it. You got to do better than that. It's kind of pointless having it that far towards your toe. It has to be back more so it's easier to tuck it in. Okay, a quick update to the lace garage pocket holder thingy. It is better than the Ultra Glide. It seems to be more flexible. And you can pull it out a lot easier than the Ultra Glide, so that's better. That's better. Thank God. Good morning, everyone. Dog Walker Dave here. Today I'm up on Nose Hill, which is a really big natural area park here in the city of Calgary. Picked up a pair of the Pulsar Trail, as you see. I'm out here doing my first test with them, and the reason I got them is because I have a Trail Ultra coming up here in a month and a half, less than a month and a half, I guess. And it's within the city of Calgary, down the southern part of Calgary. It's a mixed bag of terrain, some gravel, a little bit of tarmac, and some trail. And the reason I picked up these Pulsar Trail is that I have a couple pair of trail running shoes that have a 5mm lug depth, and that's too much for running on any tarmac. So I picked up a pair with 3.5. I find that's a good all-purpose type of lug depth, and I'm not a Salomon fanboy, but I do find they work for me. Sometimes you just gotta stick with what works for you, even though I've tried other brands. So I'm gonna take them out for at least a 2-hour run / hike up the hills around here. Try to go well over 2 hours. It will be my longest run in quite some time. This is my first Ultra in a few years, you know, with the pandemic and all that crap, but just not really motivated to do anything really long. But this one's a 50K within the city of Calgary with not much elevation gain. So on today's run, if I get over 2 hours, if I get 20 something kilometers or whatever happens to be, however I feel, I'll get more elevation on today's run than I will in the entire 50K. So let's take these for a burn. What I noticed initially is stepping into them, that little bit of a plastic energy plate, thermoplastic, whatever, I'm pretty sure they use something like a thermoplastic. You can feel that little bit of stiffness in the forefoot. Let's see how these go. All right, here's my second thought on the shoes. Good amount of width in the forefoot, although my foot is relatively narrow and does not have a lot of depth to it. That's where I find Salomon shoes fit my foot well. They are lighter than the Ultra Glide,
I'll put the weight on the screen, but really, when we're talking about grams here and there, I'm just a 55-year-old guy getting out here having fun. So 10, 20, 30 extra grams, not gonna make that much of a difference for me. And I've been running for, close to 40 years now. So I know what works for me. That's not necessarily gonna work for everybody, but for me, I can tell as soon as I put a shoe on. And if you don't believe me, look back on my Hoka Speed Goat 5 video. Tried that a few times, just did not work out for me, even though many people love the shoe, but didn't work out for me. That's probably one of my biggest videos I've put out, because I spoke the way I felt and how it worked for me. For some people that works, for some people it doesn't. I'll check back here towards the end, but for now, yeah, I'm pretty happy with these things so far. How can you not like being outdoors and on a run like this? There could be worse places to be, everyone. Downtown Calgary, just down there. Well, finished up the run slash hike, walk up the hills, whatever it happens to be. Longest one in 2 years. Been a long time since I've gone up like that. So we are at 2 hours and 40 minutes, 710 meters of elevation gain, just over 22 kilometers. My first run with the Salomon Pulsar. What are my thoughts? I am very happy overall. I have zero complaints. Shoes, didn't even notice they're on, didn't notice anything about the shoe that would bother me. So my 2 cents worth, and I don't recommend this to everyone or hardly anyone, but again, took them out for over 2.5 hours right out of the box. They feel very similar to my Sense Ride 3s. They got a little bit more stack height in the forefoot, which I do appreciate. The foam they use is different than the Sense Ride 3s, and I had 2 pair of those a few years back, and I liked them a lot, but there was not enough cushioning in the forefoot for me. That energy blade in the forefoot felt good, snappy when I was able to pick it up a little bit. No concerns whatsoever. Comfortable tongue, heel lock, no concerns, no concerns. So right out of the box, I am very happy with these shoes. On the hard pack, not a concern, felt comfortable. I wouldn't want to do 5 kilometers on pavement or anything like that, but could if I had to. On the dirt, felt great. On the trails, also felt great. Good, well-round trail running shoe with that 3.5 millimeter lug depth and the 6 mil offset. For me, I like the 6 mil offset. That's about that sweet spot for me. That's what I have. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll report back with these after I have a few 100 kilometers on them, let you know how they wear. But right now, yeah, very happy. Thanks for watching, everyone. Get outside, listen to the birds, smell the fresh air, and enjoy spring. Well, it's Calgary. That's what we're gonna get.